We're going to head to Israel, back to Israel. Our Josh Einiger has been on the ground there reporting on the war all week.
Josh, it's been a busy day for you so far. What can you tell us right now?
Yeah, hey Mike, hey Charlene, hey Danny. It's good to talk to all of you from the beautiful city of Tel Aviv. Sun is setting. It's 5:30 in the evening on Friday. Shabbat is about to begin here in Israel. We are back from a very gutting trip, so close to the Gaza border we actually could see Gaza. We went down there to see what started all of this. It's important with the war raging and the ground offensive about to begin. It's important to remember why we are here. And this is why. We'll show you a video of what we saw. This is the kibbutz near Oz. The kibbutz is just a small community of people who live together, and there are 400 people who used to live in this place that has now been destroyed. It is one of the closest, it's about almost as close as you can get to the Gaza border, and as a result, they were one of the first to be slaughtered. Early in the morning, 2 weeks ago tomorrow, Hamas fighters poured through the fence that they have up protecting their property. They were armed with every possible kind of weapon. They went door to door, house to house, and they were either killing everyone they could find, and those they weren't killing, they were kidnapping and taking back to Gaza. 1 in 4 people, more than 1 in 4 people who live in that community, that's more than 100 people, were either killed or kidnapped in the span of just a few hours. We spent, as I said, a gutting couple of hours there this morning, and we spoke to a survivor, a man who was able to be in his safe room and keep the terrorists at bay. Here's his story.
So everything starts with a red alarm that it's normally an alarm from a bombing. We run out of the beds, all the family go to the security room, stay together. Normally it stays for a few minutes and that's it. But this time it's continued, and then we got alarm inside communications that tell us, hey, we have some terrorists in the kibbutz, lock your door. And then we start hear some gunshot, and then we start hear people speaking Arabic around us. They try like 4 or 5 times, try to fight the door, try to open. I'm holding, and it was a long time, the longest 8.5 hours in my life. We have dog with us, and normally everyone that enter to the house or come near, she's barking, but this time she understands something happened. She was quiet for 8.5 hours. She didn't bark, nothing.
And as a result, they managed to stay alive. Every house around them, we were right there in their neighborhood, the people were pulled somehow out of their safe rooms and kidnapped. That was that particular block. And so he, his wife, his 2 kids, and their dog are all okay. But he is one of the lucky ones, of course. They want people to see this story. They want people to know how bad it really was, and to put things in perspective of how bad it really is in these places. We have been traveling with an ex-British Special Forces commando. This is somebody who has seen combat, who has seen it all. He told me he was speechless by what he saw, which is really all you need to know. We're live in Tel Aviv. Josh Einiger, Channel 7, Eyewitness News. Mike, Charlene, Danny.
And you and photojournalist Mike Thorne just, bringing it so much closer to home. I got to ask you, I know you're a dad, I know Mike's a dad. How are you guys holding up? I mean, that is just such a gut-wrenching account of what went down. How are you doing?
I don't know. I've been asking. It's a great question, Mike. Mike and I have been asking that question, all day of people we see. How are you doing? I actually have asked everyone that question, and their answer is, I can't think about how I'm doing because I have to think about what's happening and what we need to do as a country to move forward. So to answer your question, I don't really. Thank you for the question. I think we don't want to make it about us either, because we're seeing all these people's tragedy, and if they are doing okay, then I think we're doing okay too.